Episode 1 of Poker Face. Season 2 begins with Amber, a young clay artist who lives with her ailing mother, Nora, and takes care of her. Amber is one of Nora's quintuplets, but her other sisters are off living their own lives. Nora accuses Amber of only caring for her so she can inherit her wealth. It proves true when Nora calls her lawyer, Paul, to change her will, which sends Amber into a tizzy. She gets the truth out of Paul and learns that Nora is now leaving all her money and possessions to someone called Felicity Price. After some investigation, Amber finds that Felicity is a sixth long-lost sister of theirs. She meets Felicity, who is a mixed media artist and is currently staying in a trailer in the middle of nowhere. Amber pretends she came across Felicity's information at a gallery and wants to connect with her. She lies and says their mother has passed away. She takes photos of Felicity, and when she heads back, she changes her hair and clothes to match Felicity's appearance. She sends photos of herself to her sisters, and later, when her mother is struggling to breathe, Amber deliberately keeps the oxygen mask away so her mother dies. A week later, as Amber's sisters arrive home, Amber calls Felicity near the house. She meets her by a cliff and pushes her off. She then records a suicidal video to send to her sisters so that Felicity's dead body will be mistaken for hers. However, Amber then realizes Felicity had a prosthetic leg from the knee down. Covered up, she places Felicity's leg on the railway tracks right before a train goes by. She then turns up at home as Felicity, sporting Felicity's appearance from before she went off the grid. The investigation. The story flashes back to Charlie Cale, on the run from armed men who belong to the five families. As she moves from place to place and job to job, she ends up befriending Delia at an apple orchard. Delia is one of Amber's sisters, and she and Charlie get along really well. Charlie realizes Delia and her sisters were child actors who played a child cop character on a famous TV show. Delia describes how her mother, Nora, stole all their money, and they never got a cent. When Delia hears about her mother's death, Charlie drives her home. They go inside and meet Bibi and Cece, her other sisters. Soon they hear about Amber's death, and Paul breaks the news about the will. Amber now arrives as Felicity and claims the entire inheritance. She offers the sisters $150,000 for them not to sue her. Bibi and Cece sign it, but Delia doesn't. She drives off in a huff, and in that time, Amber dons Delia's clothes and signs as her. Charlie speaks to her, thinking she's Delia, and reveals her truth detection skills. She says Felicity is lying, and even speaks to Paul to try and figure out why. Delia comes back, and Amber has to quickly change into her Felicity appearance again. Charlie speaks to Amber again, confronting Felicity about the lies, but Amber gets past Charlie's truth detection by talking about becoming a new person. Charlie then meets the real Delia and realizes someone was impersonating her before. They also hear from the police, who say they still haven't found Amber's foot. While going through Felicity's art brochure, Charlie finally realizes that Felicity wore a prosthetic. They go inside the house and confront Amber of pretending to be Felicity. Amber is wearing Felicity's prosthetic, and Charlie drops a pointy glass award into her foot to prove that it's real. The police take her away, and all the money now goes to Delia and her sisters. Delia tells Charlie to stay with her since they make a good team, and Charlie seems like she wants to take it up. But that's when gunshots ring through the air. The Five Families gangsters are back, and Charlie goes on the run again at the end of Poker Face Season 2, Episode 1.